Hey, vatos, look into the crystal skull, man. It's time for kicking back with Sagafoo. That's right, so it's time for part 2 of rock and roll horror. Last time I got cut off by my camera, which was being very rude at the time. So this time, hopefully that won't happen. Also, I've adjusted some settings there, and I think you'll find that the picture is a lot more agreeable. First thing about rock and roll horror I want to talk about that I hadn't had a chance to talk about yet was Tales from the Crypt. And Tales from the Crypt is unfortunately not available on Blu-ray in the United States, but those of us who are paying attention have figured out that it is available on Blu-ray in Germany. So I have this nice German version of Tales from the Crypt. Oh, complete series. Hey, look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Put it over in the lights here. That's right, Tales from the Crypt. So anyways, that's actually got 7 Blu-rays. Each Blu-ray has a single season on it, and it's in standard It's in standard, man. So, like, the point being, of course, is that you can get it. The Blu-ray looks like you would expect. It's not high definition. However, it's excellent. It looks better than the DVDs. And, of course, I don't have to worry about my discs getting scratched by terrible packaging or other things because I have the nice Blu-ray protective coating. So, also, of course, I also have the Tales from the Crypt Keeper, the sort of kiddie spin-off series with John Cassaday also as the Crypt Keeper. So that's pretty darn sweet. And so I just wanted to talk about basically that is available. Mine says it's region B, but it actually came and it's region free and it plays on all of my players. So, that's pretty sweet. If you look around with physical media, you might find that some things are actually out there on Blu-ray that you did not know about. Now, since I have a little bit more time here, I figured I just wanted to highlight a movie or two that isn't quite rock and roll horror, but almost fits the bill. Some of my favorites I haven't talked about yet. First one's going to be Vampire Lesbos. Now, Vampire Lesbos has an incredibly lush soundtrack. Wouldn't call it rock and roll, but boy, is it great. And this is like one of the only erotic lesbian vampire movies that's actually erotic. So even if you're not into men, it's probably erotic. So check it out. I think it's pretty good. Of course, you get that giant 70s muff in there once in a while, but hey, what are you going to do? And then, of course, this one, even though the music was done by the actual maker of the film, who is not a rock and roller, Herschel Gordon Lewis's Blood Feast is just an incredible, almost rock and roll horror prototype, except for the fact that there's no rock and roll in it. But the music is incredible, and that's sort of why I wanted to highlight this. Also, any movies by this guy are worth looking up. They're all just out there. So, that's part 2 of this little talk about rock and roll horror. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you tuned in. I'm trying not to forget things, but I'm working on that. And I'm also trying not to say so, the show's just going to get better and better and better and better and better and better. This thing's still on?